Premium! I'm finally out of hibernation. I fucking wish, man. And I was scrolling through some video ideas I've had until I remembered, oh my god! I made myself a challenge at New Year's where I wanted to watch at least one movie or short movie every day for this year. I'm watching a movie a day. I'm a walking encyclopedia. Why should I not share my knowledge? And I always want to share these things with friends, but they never care because I'm always talking about movies. But you guys don't know me yet. So this is what we're doing. Quick monthly updates about what I watched and a quick little quirky review of them. Not those quirky letterbox reviews a la this director yelled cut, but this actress heard cunt thing, but just, you know, let me cook. Spoilers for these movies. So I started this month with No Way Up. A YouTuber I really like, Mr. GG, made a video about this movie and I was like, holy fucking shit, dude. Look at this poster. It's a burning plane underwater surrounded by sharks. You know those TikTok videos where it's like an AI picture of Gandalf smoking a fat one while doing a heel flip and the caption reads, dudes will see this and think hell yeah. That was me with this poster. Sadly, the movie itself wasn't hell yeah. Where we wasn't. It's about a bunch of people getting into a plane accident, boink, and just continuously making the worst decisions they can possibly do. And this dude, this fucking guy, I swear this movie made my blood boil so much that I would have been able to evaporate the ocean they're in. Then I rewatched Attack on Titan. It's not really a movie, but it's on Letterboxd. I didn't watch anything else on that day, so... Then on March 3rd, I watched Wet Willy. It's a short on YouTube. It's on the Alter channel, like all of the short films this month. Wet Willy, it really wasn't anything. I thought it would be funny, but it was boring and really not worth talking about that much. The Your Mom me note, peak though. Deserves some recognition for this alone. Then I watched When Evil Lurks. I'm making a video on it in the future, but Jesus Christ. I'm the only person on this planet that didn't like this movie, so don't get your hopes up about me praising this garbage. It's a huge waste of potential, which made it even more disappointing to me. On the 5th, I watched Everybody Dies Sometimes. It's a dark comedy about a girl who seems to think she kills everyone she loves. It's a fun little time. It's fine. It's nothing amazing or overly original. It had colorful visuals, which I always love. Tonya Reynolds is amazing. I love her deadpan deliveries. She's always great. Then I watched Evil Dead Rise. I finally got around to watching it. I've been meaning for a long time. It was by far the best title card of the year, if not kinda of all time. The rest of the movie was alright. I love casual representation, so seeing Morgan Davis made me really happy. I also loved him in One Piece. This movie really tries to be quirky. Do you ever watch a movie and be like, yeah, those are not real people? Like this is the one. These people are movie characters. I love the practical effects and the excessive amount of blood, but it wasn't anything new, to be honest. Elisa Sutherland's performance was great. I loved her physical acting. She was born for a role like this. Does this movie have a point? No. But it was still great. I love how the Evil Dead franchise hasn't missed once. But do watch the 2013 Evil Dead. Do me that favor. Evil Dead 2013. You know how you save all the good parts of a meal for the last bite? I did that. I love this movie. Just from the get-go. Making possession an allegory for drug withdrawal. Who had that idea? I don't want to make any problems. I just want to make you come. It takes a little time to get started, but when it does, it's great. I loved Jane Lewis's acting. I can't really take Shiloh Fernandez seriously ever since I watched That Girl. That was a train wreck. But the blood? Holy shit. The last 20 minutes of this is some of the best the horror genre has to offer when it comes to tension, effects, violence, and just overall chaos. It's crazy how good this remake is. I hope it'll pass the test of time and be remembered in the same breath as the original Evil Dead. I'm now gonna say something that's gonna absolutely ruin my reputation, but this cooked the original. It might have. I can understand people that think that this one is better. I understand it. Kitty Cat 96, the first of many shorts by Victoria Vincent. The first of many shorts by Victoria Vincent that I saw this month. It's like a cuter, perfect blue. I love Victoria Vincent. I love Victoria. I love Victoria. I love Victoria Vincent's editing and cinematography. It's so weird and different, and it seems like you've been watching it for like half an hour, but it's 2 minutes long. It's really impressive. I named all 3 of my children after you: Kitty, Cat, and 96. That was genuinely such a good line. If you had the time, watch the start of this in 0.25 speed and just read the comments. It's hilarious. On the 8th and 9th, I watched a 2 Attack on Titan special. On the next 3 days, I watched Catscape, Bunnyrabbit, and Twins in Paradise. Catscape was gay as hell and great. Sound design surprises me every time I rewatch it. It's visually and audibly a treat to watch. It's a really simple theme that has been explored over and over again, but she tackles them in such a more complex way. Give me religious existentialism told through the lens of queer love, and I'm sold. I'm sorry, it's the rules. I'm munching on the symbolism, alright? I didn't understand Bunnyrabbit that well though. It was great to watch though. It's a minute long, so everyone should watch it. Everything that I'm trying to make sense in this seems kind of boring, and I'm sure it isn't, so I'm just here for it. So I'm just here for the aesthetics on this one. Something about innocence in a world full of anger and hate and having to lose that. I'm here for the color palette, man. Shapes and colors. Twins in Paradise is a bit longer, but still absolutely worth it. Victoria Vincent is again fucking great. Her storytelling is trippy and unique. Her storytelling is trippy and unique. You're not getting this anywhere else. Twin tennis sisters dealing with fame, sexualization, addiction, hate, and their relationship to each other. The soundtrack is amazing on this one. It's baffling to me that this is just uploaded on YouTube for free. Let me pay for this, please. Then I watched Tonight It's You. It's hot, raw gay sex on YouTube that is as explicit as it can get without getting absolutely nuked off the platform. I have a love-hate relationship with this one. On one hand, if you watch this on a surface level, it's kind of a depiction of a gay guy being possessed and luring other men with hookups to possess them too. It reads like conservative propaganda. I'm sure it had more innocent intentions and just overall more leftist intentions, because the gay scenes they're really gay. I don't think someone who's not gay can do that. But especially now where homophobia is so rampant again, it's weird to see something like this. Like the priest comes in and everyone prays around him, and I'm like, oh, so this is a movie about a guy wanting to be gay but being in a religious household, and the plot is him trying to flee this cult in Anführungszeichen with the guy he just met on Grindr. But no, he's a demon, he's possessed. The church was right, the gays are possessed. Then I rewatched Chainsaw Man. It's not a movie. Fuck you, it's on Letterboxd. I love Denji. I think he's such a complex character study. Then I watched this funny little short called Rubes. There's nothing really to add here. It's about 2 teachers using a Rube Goldberg machine. Did not have to Google that. To kill people that have inconvenienced them. Loved Brendan Jennings in this. That's kind of it. I then watched Dystopia. I really liked it at first. Then I realized it's because there's hot flesh on my screen and shapes and colors. It felt like post-nut clarification. After that realization, I found it rather dull. The funky outfits, music, and color gave the illusion of campiness, but in all honesty, if it's like this, I'm kind of starting to get a bit tired of this style. It's about a little kid dissecting her dolls and how that would look like with real people. I also don't get the ending. How is it supposed to be scary? It's just blech. I didn't write the fucking title of the movie in the script. After that, I watched The Receder. Strangely entertaining. It's about this dude with a receding hairline. Right there, brother. Who tries to shave his head, and then this weird like hair dude pops up, and the design of this creature fucking rules. I've never seen something so simple yet so gross, horrifying and unnatural. It honestly shocked me. And that doesn't happen that much, so this was really great. I loved this one. After that I watched Piggy. It's cute. I saw that there's a full-length movie by the same director, so I'll be watching that someday. No, my stimming thing on my finger. It fell down. My stimming. This man is the most. I'm sorry. A really committed actress, which I always have respect for. This movie encapsulates This movie encapsulates this anxiety that you have. I shouldn't drink fizzy drinks. I say and drink fizzy drinks. This movie encapsulates this anxiety that you have as a plus-size woman This movie encapsulates this anxiety that you have as a plus-size person whenever you're not fully clothed in public. I had a very stressful, not that great of a time watching this, which is amazing. I hated the water scene, and we should normalize not forgiving. You don't have to forgive and forget. You don't have to do that. And in that case, it was very satisfying. I then watched Nose, Eyes. I should have watched Audition. After that I watched With Pleasure, which had great visual effects, hot people, surreal imagery and hallucinatory. The fuck? Which had great visual effects, hot people, surreal and hallucinatory imagery. Man, which had great visual effects, hot people, and surreal, hallucinatory imagery. The costumes are great. You don't see this level of production value that often in YouTube short movies. The dialogue didn't make any fucking sense, to be honest, but it sounded poetic, so I'm feeling smart while watching this. I don't know what's going on, but my eyes and ears are... I don't know what's going on, but my eyes... I don't know what's going on, but my eyes and ears like what I'm seeing. Nonsensical, nothing happening, but it's worth every second. I was so enthralled by With Pleasure that I wanted to watch more from the director, so I watched Jazzberry. You would have been able to feel it in the fucking air by how surprised I was that these two shorts were directed by a man. Whoa! Whoa! And this one is special. Might even be my favorite this month. It has such funny dialogue, the production, design and value is great, the costumes are great, the topics are interesting and explored in a, for me, very unique and new way. I love himbos on my screen, and although I'd appreciate some fat bitches on my screen, I respect that this is Beeftown and it's Jazzberry City, so just constructive criticism on my part. The men's rights politics were funny. It explores hypersexualism in a very aware manner. The Jazzberry theme song is catchy and gave me an earworm. Jazzberry. The Crow leader placed this perfectly over the top, and both line deliveries from him and Jazzberry were perfect. I've already seen Samantha Robinson in a bunch of movies, but I didn't know she was able to cook this much. I loved every second of it. The story is crazy, and I really want you guys to watch this, so I'm stopping here. A day later, I watched Ricky Stanicky. I'm a huge fan of John Cena, and I think he's the second best wrestler turned actor there is, and with a huge gap, the best comedic wrestler turned actor. He's so unbelievably funny in this. Three guys, since they were children, made a character called Ricky Stanicky up, which they always use to get out of situations they don't want to be in. But to make it believable, they hired this random guy played by John Cena to act as Ricky Stanicky. It's hilarious. His dirty songs, him going through alcohol withdrawal, I peed my fucking pants. If you like comedy or just dude bros being guys, you'll love this. Also very surprising that Zac Efron had so much sauce. Then I rewatched Jazzberry. I then watched Pruning. I only watched this because it had Madeline Brewer in it and she was hot in Orange is the New Black. That's kinda it. Extreme surface level political commentary on reactionary conservatives. At best, it bordered on boring. It's just a big nothing burger. Everything that was said in this movie was already said 1,000 times and in a more interesting manner. It needed to be longer to flesh out the characters and dialogue a bit more. Sometimes it felt like a Ben Shapiro parody, but just not funny. Not that Ben Shapiro is funny, like the parody is not funny. The little abortion baby she pulls out of her mouth was disgusting though. After that I watched Dead Mall, which was a really big letdown. Especially the ending. It's about a girl being trapped inside a mall after being asked to take a shortcut through it. I'm sorry, at this point you deserve to get murdered. Why? What? Run. So she stumbles around for like 8 minutes with confusing camera shots with like a black creature behind her until she meets these other women, and then they're also cannibals, I guess. She fucking dies. I'm sorry, she dies. I really like the cows. I love cows. And the music wasn't bad. It's supposed to be a reimagining. It's supposed to be a reimagining. Oh, it's supposed to be a reimagining of the Minotaur. Fuck! I had it. It's supposed to be a reimagining of the Minotaur myth. Okay. But like, why does he only eat girls? And if you've gathered up enough women to kill it, why not leave? It's not a military base. There's like windows. You can scream for help. And if you're trying to calm the new girl with like this fake sense of comfort, why is one of you dressed like this? After that I watched Thief. Thief is a very interesting short movie that has no reason to have this sound design. I didn't have to hear someone drag a knife across their teeth, but what did it for me was of course this beautifully disgusting animation and Richard E. Grant. I could listen to him describe Thief like a psychopath for days on end. There's so many highlights in this, and the worst thing about it is how relatable it is. This dude does stuff with his tongue and his teeth that, to be honest, we all do, right? And this makes it even more disturbing. I'm very uncomfortable. After that I rewatched the Fright Night remake after a few years, and it still holds up incredibly. It's so nice to see a remake with such respect for the original but still doing its own thing and modernizing it. It has fantastic atmosphere, the cast is great, and some of the best vampires, dare I say, ever. And I know the only reason I watched this is because David Tennant is hot and I wanted to show my girlfriend, but Colin Farrell is also awesome. The scene where he stands awkwardly at the door while asking for beer, it's cemented in my brain. And I'm sorry, this might be the hottest cast in any movie ever. I'm not even talking about the plot in this section except the beer thing. You have eye candy. Then I also watched Cream, which is just a classic. I like it. It's again a very surface level commentary. Capitalism le bad? Take my fucking money. But I like the concept of Cream. I like the animation, of course. It's David Firth. It's not subtle at all, but it doesn't need to be. It's fine the way it is. This is like something your teacher puts on in like 8th grade after showing that one Stromae Twitter bird video. You know, with the fucking everybody gangsta till the bird starts speaking bass. I then watched Jazz Kitty. Don't tell my girlfriend I've watched Jazz Kitty. After that I watched Too Many Cooks. If you haven't seen this one, click out the video, save it to watch later, it's on YouTube, and go back to this video and then watch it afterwards. It's a masterpiece. It's a horror parody of 70s sitcom intros. It changes into things and new intros that you wouldn't expect at all. It's one of the best. Go watch it. It's so bizarrely hilarious. You'll get the joke at like the 2-minute mark, and after that you just want it to end, to be honest, but it won't. It won't end. Also the Lars von Trier pie. And then I finished this month with Cat City by Take a Good Fucking Guess. These shorts are just so accessible and fun to watch. This cat goes to the big city and just absolute chaos. I think the little girl screaming at night is his conscience telling him to go home, and by him telling her to shut up is telling himself to finally go home. I think this one is very cute and has a nice ending. The music in this is especially good. So that about does it for this month. This month was a bit slow because I've watched a lot of shorts and not feature lengths, but we'll get back to it next month, I hope. Anyways, new videos coming soon, I hope. Bye.
Yeah.